Thus Belial, with words clothed in reason's garb, counselled ignoble ease and peaceful sloth, not peace. And after him thus Mammon spake: Either to disenthrone the King of Heaven we war, if war be best, or to regain our own right lost. Him to unthrone we then may hope, when everlasting fate shall yield to fickle chance, and chaos judge the strife. The former, vain to hope, argues as vain the latter. For what place can be for us within heaven's bound, unless heaven's Lord supreme we overpower? Suppose he should relent and publish grace to all, on promise made of new subjection. With what eyes could we stand in his presence humble, and receive strict laws imposed, to celebrate his throne with warbled hymns, and to his Godhead sing forced hallelujahs, while he lordly sits, our envied sovereign, and his altar breathes ambrosial odors and ambrosial flowers, our servile offerings? This must be our task in heaven, this our delight. How wearisome eternity, so spent in worship paid to whom we hate. Let us not then pursue, by force impossible, by leave obtained, unacceptable, though in heaven our state of splendid vassalage, but rather seek on our own good from ourselves, and from our own live to ourselves, though in this vast recess, free and to none accountable, preferring hard liberty before the easy yoke of servile pomp. Our greatness will appear then most conspicuous, when great things of small, useful, of hurtful, prosperous, of adverse, we can create, and in what place soar, thrive under evil, and work ease out of pain through labor and endurance. This deep world of darkness do we dread. How oft amidst thick clouds and dark doth heaven's all-ruling Sire choose to reside, his glory unobscured, and with the majesty of darkness round covers his throne, from whence deep thunders roar, mustering their rage, and heaven resembles hell. As he our darkness, cannot we his light imitate when we please? This desert soil wants not her hidden lustre, gems and gold, nor want we skill or art from whence to raise magnificence. And what can heaven show more? Our torments also may, in length of time, become our elements. These piercing fires, as soft as now severe, our temper changed into their temper, which must needs remove the sensible of pain. All things invite to peaceful counsels, and the settled state of order, how in safety best we may compose our present evils, with regard of what we are and where, dismissing quite all thoughts of war. Ye have what I advise. He scarce had finished, when such murmur filled the assembly, as when hollow rocks retain the sound of blustering winds, which all night long had roused the sea, now with hoarse cadence lull seafaring men o'erwatched, whose bark by chance, or pinnace, anchors in a craggy bay after the tempest. Such applause was heard as Mammon ended, in his sentence pleased, advising peace, for such another field they dreaded worse than hell. So much the fear of thunder and the sword of Michael wrought still within them, and no less desire to found this nether empire, which might rise, by policy and long process of time, an emulation opposite to heaven, which when Beelzebub perceived, than whom Satan except none higher sat, with grave aspect he rose, and in his rising seemed a pillar of state. Deep on his front engraven deliberation sat, in public care, In princely council in his face yet shone majestic, though in ruin. Sage he stood, with Atlantean shoulders, fit to bear the weight of mightiest monarchies. His look drew audience and attention still as night or summer's noontide air, while thus he spake.